Hey guys, Jonathan from the i5 podcast here, the one half of the podcast team that I hosted alongside my co-host Jim. Just coming at you with a quick video here in relation to a recent event concerning two Royal Navy minesweepers, not long after Grant Shapps claimed that Britain could be the guardians of the maritime across the globe. I'll show you the footage. Jesus Christ. That's humiliating. Now don't get me wrong, while I'm sure that that is a one-off, that typically doesn't happen. Why this undermines Britain being able to be guardians of the maritime across the planet is because we have 3 minesweepers. You just saw 2 of them get taken out of commission. We have a single minesweeper vessel left, from what Trevor Phillips would call an unforced error. I mean, I completely agree with him on that. Again, I appreciate that something like that is a one-off. It's the fact we don't have any. We only have one minesweeper left now of all 3 because 2 of them just took each other out. So, what was Grant Shapps' response to this?
As in aviation or many other walks of life, sometimes accidents and incidents happen. There's a full investigation.
But this was incompetence.
Well, look, you may know more than I know about it, in which case I've spoken to the first...
You may know more than I know about it. This is the Defence Secretary. This person's in charge of the UK military, and, that includes the Navy, the Army, and the Air Force. That's his response. You may know more than I about it. Surely, this man could have come up with a better response than that. Also, the reason why this guy has gotten so far in the Tory party, and I'm being honest here, apparently he's really good at spreadsheets. That's why they keep him around, because he can create a spreadsheet for anything. I wonder if he can do one for all the incompetence in the party currently. I mean, I'm being very harsh on him. I don't really... I personally wouldn't have said that. I would have just said there'll be an investigation and an inquiry into it. I mean, they like their inquiries, but I would not have said, you might know more than I do. It just completely undermines his position. The interview's off to a cracking start.
Sea Lord, who's in charge of the Navy, he has assured me that there is an investigation underway. So
he goes straight into immediate deflection. It's not his fault. To be honest, I'm not sure the actual crash is. That more or less seems like a reasonable thing to say. I highly doubt Grant Shapps knows anything about naval warfare, or micromanaging naval operations, or even naval maneuvers like this. So yeah, it makes sense that there would be an investigation to the people who know, left in the hands of the people who know about it. Of course, there's just as much chance the Navy might keep it in-house and cover up for the incompetence that led to it. But, yeah, there's immediate deflection. I'm not sure how much Grant Shapps can be blamed for the collision, but where Grant Shapps is at fault, and the Tories as a collective whole, because Grant Shapps has only been the Defence Minister since August, the Tory party as a whole have basically created a situation where our naval vessels are so low in number that all it takes is for a little incident like this to effectively cripple our capabilities. We have 1 minesweeper left. That's currently in operations. The 2 reserves are now gone. So our ability to sweep mines in the ocean is severely hampered, to say the least.
And as with all of these things, we don't say it's incompetence when we see an aircraft come down, very rare occasion, just as this would be a rare occasion. It's right to leave the investigators some time to work out exactly what's gone wrong. Something clearly did, and we need to see what it is. I'll tell you what, when I talk about competence, I went to see HMS Diamond and the incredible 220 crew.
This little story of a vessel's success in something has nothing to do with the current situation. It's just stalling for time to wind down the clock on the interview.
On there, the first Royal Navy to have seen live fire, they are a pretty competent bunch.
Oh, I'm fully aware that the Royal Navy are probably more than a pretty competent bunch. I'm aware that they're more than capable in combat. I have a feeling, and where I hope this interview goes, is in the direction of saying that you've left the Royal Navy in a position where it simply doesn't have the firepower or the ships to be able to do its job successfully, let alone try and be what you want them to be, or what you suggested they were, as guardians of the maritime. The Royal Navy has really suffered from ships getting mothballed. I'm not questioning the competency of the Royal Navy as a whole. I'm sure this is a one-off. It's just the Royal Navy can't afford to have incidents like this, even though they're going to happen, because they don't have the ships to to lose, even temporarily. Especially in a situation like now where we have Yemen, Israel just escalating and escalating and escalating, and spreading to other parts of the region. Anyway, that's all I can take of this guy's stupidity. I'm going to just cut the video here because I just wanted to make a quick one. Again, this was Jonathan from the i5 podcast team. Hope you have a good one, guys. And don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. It really helps the channel out a lot. Bye, guys.